Farm Basics time today, we're going to discuss a topic, cover crops, that you're probably hearing a lot about, and you may be wondering just exactly what is a cover crop.
When we say crop in general, that really could be anything. We're standing in a cornfield, it could be soybeans, it could be wheat, it could be anything. Any plant can be a crop. But what we talk about with cover crop is we're not really, as farmers, raising that crop to make money. And you say, what? Why would you raise a crop not to make money?
Not immediately anyway. We're not looking at, hey, we're going to harvest grain and sell it to make some profit out here. What we're looking at is what can we grow in a field to hold the soil in place, to really help the soil microbiology and everything else, because we just weren't able to get a crop in at this point, or hey, there's still a little bit of growing season left. We don't have enough time to raise a crop, but we can still do something healthy for our soil.
So the reason why you're hearing so much about that here in 2019 is simply this. There were more unplanted acres this spring than I think we've ever had in the United States. It was terrible because of all the flooding that occurred. So what happened is farmers were able to, in many cases, collect prevent plant insurance. They had insurance. If they couldn't plant the crops, they collected that money. So now they can't raise a crop the rest of the year, but they want something growing on that soil, like Darren said, just to hold the soil down, reduce erosion, prevent weeds, and keep the soil life going so next year's crop turns out pretty good.
So as you can imagine, if farmers aren't going to actually make any money this year putting a cover crop out there, they're probably not going to spend a huge amount of money. And what we'll find many times is farmers will spend $5 an acre to $15 or $20 an acre on the high side, depending on what you're going to get. Now, some of the reasons that farmers may go with a higher dollar cover crop is looking at, well, what am I going to plant out there? Maybe I'll plant a legume that could produce some nitrogen and leave a little bit more nitrogen fertilizer in the soil for next year's wheat or next year's corn crop.
Or maybe I'll raise some radishes and turnips in the mix, because radishes and turnips go down in the ground, they expand when they're in the ground, and they bust up compaction for farmers. So that's a good thing going forward.
Depending on what the farmer's goals are for that soil, maybe it's just, hey, I need something growing out there to suck up some of this extra moisture from this year. Or maybe it's, I'm in a dry area and I want to protect the moisture that's out in the field. There are a wide variety of different cover crops that farmers may potentially plant. We've got a resource at agphd.com where we show a bunch of different cover crops and what the benefits and potential drawbacks may be.
So for farmers, our biggest couple of pieces of advice is, number one, don't spend too much money. This is a cover crop that's not going to make you money in the short term. And then the next thing is have a blend. A lot of times we're talking about a minimum of 2 different crops out there, but some people will raise 5, 6 different crops all at the same time just to get as much diversity out there as possible.
Well, one thing you will never want to plant as a cover crop is our weed of the week. We'll show you how to get rid of this tough weed coming up later in the show.